In May, I set myself the challenge of running at least 600 kilometres to raise money for very special kids. I managed to run 635 kilometres and raised over $1,700, but it came at a cost. It was one of the hardest months of running I've ever done, and by the time June rolled around, I was physically and mentally exhausted. Training for the Gold Coast Double wasn't ideal, but I'd already committed, and it was time to find out what was left in the tank. But I wasn't doing it alone. This year I decided to bring my good mate Carmine along for the ride. It had been 2 years since he'd last pinned on a race bib, so it was time for him to dust off the cobwebs, lace up the runners and get amongst it. So the race has already started, but it's so packed I'm not even on the right side of the road. I am so grateful for chip time. It takes ages to get to the start line. Step one, I need to get out of this freaking crowd. This chick to my right in green was doing a pretty good job, so I just ended up following her.
Tell you what, those flames just add another little bit.
One thing that happened early in the race really surprised me. I was actually pushed in the back by one of these charming ladies over here to my right. Fortunately, nothing came of it, but it reminded me of why start zones exist. So I was running in Zone A. Zone A is for runners expecting to finish the half marathon between 1 hour and 15 minutes and 1 hour and 50 minutes. That's roughly 3:33 to 5:13 minutes per kilometre. So the purpose of these zones is to group runners a similar pace. It helps the race to flow, but more importantly, it makes the start safer for everyone. Something else that people might not realise is that many of the runners are wearing racing shoes. Me personally, I was wearing the Hoka Celia X1 version 2. Like a lot of modern racing shoes, they're designed for speed rather than stability. They're highly rocketed, so an unexpected shove in a tightly packed field could have easily caused someone to lose their footing and bring down other runners as well. So there's never a good reason to put your hands on another competitor. If you can't maintain the required pace for the start zone that you're in, or if the congestion at the start frustrates you that much, give yourself more room by starting way out to the side of the road. Or better yet, select the correct start zone when you register for these events. We're nearing the end now and I am struggling. When I looked down at my watch, I noticed that I had a little under a kilometre to go with about 4 minutes left if I wanted to get a PB, so I knew I had to leg it a little. One of the things that makes Gold Coast Marathon so special is the atmosphere. The crowds lining the course were absolutely incredible. Just listen to all of the Go Kyles.
That's the only time you're allowed to make that joke this week there, please. It's not an official Ivan, congratulations, Liam, Big Bad Red, join the champion. We've got Sean's there as well, joining the finish line. We've got Gordon, we've got Iris, congratulations. Matt, great shot today. Let's go, Ez. We got a lot of camera action going on here, Pete.
A small half marathon PB for me, 1:35.25. Thank you.
How'd you go?
Oh, tiny PB, but
Oh,
it's alright.
still a PB.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I always get so flippant about the half marathon distance. I think it's because I run that fast so often while training for marathons. I forget just how hard it is to hold a fast pace for an entire 21 kilometres, and every time it comes back to kick me in the teeth. But I know what everyone really wants to know. How did Carmine go? Just a post-run coffee, eh?
What?
Hang on, I'll tell you later. How'd you go? Tell the people. They want to know.
143. No, sorry. 142.54 seconds.
Fuck yeah. And what were you aiming for? Just about 145,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
144, 145.
Smashed it.
And I still turned up just before the start line.
That's no warm-up. No
Socceroos.
warm-up.
They ruined it.
You would have gone like a minute faster. Was that tough or you did all right?
The last 3 Ks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just.
Couple of hills, over those bridges as well.
And I don't know. Is that the normal amount of people?
I don't know.
It was so congested.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't even start on the actual start line. I had to start on this side of the start line.
Yeah.
And then it took me a couple of minutes to get into the main crowd. And then even then it took me a couple of minutes to get running.
And like.
I think it's frowned upon, isn't it?
Well, just not for kids.
I was thinking of girls in bikinis and stuff.
Yeah, like,
I just want a couple of action
no, I mean the
shots.
only thing is, people get a bit funny thinking that you're recording kids.
I'll just stop up here and just have a little pan and then put it away. I've seen this all the time and I want to actually come down and play. Good bit of tour side. Do a quick little pan.
Like bring us stuff down there.
Yeah, yeah. So marathon day had arrived. I always knew I was going to wake up pretty sore after racing the half marathon the day before, but nothing quite prepares you for the atmosphere of marathon morning. Just take a look at this. Everywhere you looked, there were runners making their way to the race precinct. Today, 14,500 people would take on the Gold Coast Marathon. As incredible as the atmosphere was, I was having a very different experience internally. After racing the half marathon the day before, I really did not want to run this marathon. My legs were sore, I had a blister developing under my heel, and I honestly was not looking forward to what lay ahead. In fact, the night before, I did what any self-respecting runner would do. I engaged in a little bit of clout chasing and threw up a post on Facebook, hoping to get a few words of encouragement to make sure that I actually got out of bed for this race. Thankfully, everyone delivered.
Look after yourself. See the finish line for a few champagnes this afternoon. There'll be a lot of celebration. Look at the men in red.
Good morning, team, and welcome to your marathon. The time starts when you cross that start line. Deep breaths. Enjoy everything. Good morning. Have a great run. I love the bottle and hat.
Yeah, mental health following. They do a great job with both James and Hill. Hey, ladies, stop talking. Get going. Let's go. Hey, have a nice friendly chat there.
Good morning. Good morning. You enjoy your marathon.
I nearly forgot to press start. Fuck, that would have sucked.
Just remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah. done. At around the 13-kilometre mark, I had to have my first ever toilet stop in a marathon. So a few days prior, I got a little bit too excited visiting Costco in Ipswich and stocked up on 1 litre Nando's peri peri sauce bottles. It turns out, even mild spice isn't a good idea on race weekend.
Who does number 2 work for?
That's right, buddy. You show that turd who's boss.
The stop cost me a bit of time, so once I got going again, I got a little bit carried away trying to make it back. I ended up running around my half marathon pace for a bit, which in hindsight probably wasn't the smartest decision 13 kilometres into a marathon. To this point, I'd played all kinds of mind games with myself. I'd made all kinds of deals, and I even started doing maths in my head. It's about the 33 kilometre mark, and I know that there's a water station just up ahead. This became my final mind game. Make it to this water station, and then I can walk through the remaining water stations. I'm absolutely buggered, and I just want this run to be over. At this point, I'm in survival mode. There are people walking around me, they're cramping around me, and some are even lying on the side of the road. There's a little over 8 kilometres to go, but the way I'm feeling may as well be eternity. It was also around this point that I realised I hadn't done a very good job of rehydrating after the half marathon yesterday. I've always been of the opinion that if water tastes delicious during a run, you're way more dehydrated than you should be. And these cups of water, they tasted like nectar of the gods. Finally, the last turnaround. For the first time all day, it felt like every step was taking me closer to the finish line rather than further away. The marathon had well and truly become a battle of attrition. I was spending as much time trying to keep the cramps at bay as I was actually running.
Go Kyle, come on. Water stops just
Yeah,
up
he's
there,
got some
Kyle.
cramps.
That's it.
This turn coming up here is a welcome sight. We're on the home stretch now. I finished the marathon in 3 hours and 51 minutes. It makes it my second slowest marathon, but I don't really care about that. My official combined time for the double was 5 hours, 29 minutes and 17 seconds, which placed me 134th out of 668. Carmine finished just a touch over 4 hours, and his combined double time was 5 hours, 44 minutes and 37 seconds, which put him 201st out of 668. "3,000 kilometres travelled, 2 days of excitement, 63.3 kilometres of running, and 2 mates just having a crack. Thanks for watching."